Hey guys, welcome to another explain video. Finally, after more than 1 month, I would say, maybe even 1.5 months now. Of course, before I'm going to start this, I am going to quickly explain the excuses, of course, that I am going to give. If anyone of you all even care about it, if you don't care, you can just, of course, skip straight ahead later on. I think I might just put a timestamp for a point if you want to skip this part. But anyways, here come the excuses. The first one is because I have my preliminary exams this year. Because my finals is this year, so I had my preliminary exams at the start of the first 2 weeks, maybe even into the third week actually. I can't remember now the timetable. So I couldn't really record then. Of course I could, but I'd rather spend more time on my studies instead. Other than my preliminary examinations, throughout the whole time, I have always been demotivated that my computer will be crashing whenever I fly. So in this entire time since I've recorded, I think I have not really flown at all. Maybe once or twice a few days after the last recording, but that's about it. So I am quite rusty at flying, so you might see me do the wrong things later on, but who knows. And the third thing is that I have started working on a secret little project that I plan to release maybe a few months later, or maybe next year even. Yeah, for now I will keep it as a secret for now. And because the idea popped out the last few weeks ago, I felt that after the exams I should probably focus on that, since my motivation for that will quickly go down if I don't do it. Because from what I understand from myself is that if I'm motivated to just do something, at most of the time it will be only for 1 week, and after that it will be downhill from there. So I tried to cramp as much as I can for that 1 week, which was basically the third and fourth week, I think, and that's about it. So yeah, maybe even the fourth and fifth week, sorry, can't remember the exact timeline. So yeah, anyways, the reason why we are doing this flight now, the same exact flight that I have done for my second video, it's because it's basically something like a tribute to someone that I know who is either doing this flight or a Speedbird 12 in real life today. So I thought it would be nice to try and do that, since we are at Singapore Changi anyways, so why not. So yeah, and plus this video will just be an updated version of that Speedbird 12 video that I did last time, because I know that video had a lot of views, but the problem was that a lot of things in there was outdated. So from what I have now, at least, like how the aircraft looks, how the simulator looks, the quality of the simulator, and everything else basically. So yeah, anyways, we are Speedbird 16. We'll be departing Singapore Changi and arriving at London Heathrow. The flight will take about 13 hours 15 minutes, with our departing time, the estimated departing time is in 11 minutes. So I don't think we're gonna make that, but it's alright. And we'll be arriving at about 4 a.m. local time. Of course I could try to depart a bit later, maybe you can see the sunrise, but I think London's sunrise time is 6 plus. London sunrise time 6:03 a.m. So we'll be arriving at local at 5:03 a.m. Sorry. I thought London was GMT plus 0 now. What? Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So if we can try to arrive about an hour later. Maybe we can get to see the sunrise, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get back into the cockpit, and let's hope that the simulator does not crash while we are departing or anything like that. So yeah. Anyways, what do? Can't remember. That 2 goes on. Trim air goes on. Restock fence, sure. And the temperature is set to auto and normal. Yeah, I think that's about it for the overhead panel for now. Let's reduce the brightness of this because it's too bright, I would say. Set our initial position, which is that. Reference airport is Singapore Changi. Departure is Singapore Changi. Arrival is London Heathrow. I think I have a route here that I could use. I think it's this. Yeah. The route should be the same, but the call sign is different. It's Speedbird 16, and the departures is Mersing 8 Bravo now, not Mersing 7 Bravo, because it has been changed. But other than that, should be fine. I think Lambon 3 Alpha is still a thing. Let me check. Because the sim brief gave me the I don't know what's that star's name. In short, is Wheel 1 Echo Arrival. I think I'll download Heathrow's yeah, I've seen charts again. So in the meantime, let's request everything here. Reserves is 1.5 tons. The cruising altitude for initial cruising altitude is flight level 300. Cost index is 127. The thing will show up later probably. Okay, let's see. Star arrival is Lambon 3 Alpha still a thing? Yes, it is. Alright. And what is the Wealth 1 Echo thing? The Wealth 1 Echo. Yeah, Wealth 1 Echo. Seems about right. Let's see, what is the arrival for London Heathrow tomorrow? Actually, maybe I should not check it now since it's gonna only update tomorrow. But we will see. Currently, it is landing on 27 left. So yeah. So we rang me in 12 hours. Let's see, 12 hours ago, the last update was landing on both 27 left and 27 right. Actually, scratch that. It is landing for 27 right, so we should be fine for 27 right here. Whether or not I should use Lambon 3 Alpha, it's another thing. Let's say 27 right. There's not really any transition, is there? Great. I think what normally happens is that we have vectors to the runway, so yeah. Maybe Lambon 3 Alpha will be better, to be honest. So yeah. Oops. Okay, let's probably check it on here, shall we? It'll make much more sense to do so. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a bunch of loops that the system cannot calculate. So what I am just going to do is after Delta 128 Oscar, I'll just go direct to Charlie India 27 right. There we go. It's much better now. And activate and execute the flight plan. Let's check for our VNAV again. Just key in that, and VNAV seems fine, which is great. Right. Thrust limiters. Last time I did this flight, which was about 100 flights ago, and it was a long time ago, I think I did 5% the rate. I'm going to try 5% derate, but I cannot be certain that it will work. So yeah, and I should probably update the weather too, because I don't think it is updated. Maybe it is. QNH is 1010, seems about right. Sure. Variable 2 knots is the winds apparently. What's the winds here? 1467 knots. 20 center should be fine. And temperature is 27 degrees, which is correct. Takeoff, can request the data. Trims is 6.3. Takeoff gross weight, I'll estimate to be 315 tons. Flaps, probably 15 for departure. Yeah, the speeds are already insanely high for that. Let's see, let's compare that to flaps 5. Yeah, maybe flaps 15 will be safer. So V2 is 176. And I would love to change the background of this, but what happened, I wanted to change it to a blue color background for the text there, because it looks better, and it looks something like I think the real life one also has that blue background. I'm not sure. PMDG1 does, but whether the real life one does or not, I think it depends on the airline itself whether they want it or not. But whatever. Yeah, what happened was basically if I change the background to blue color, the whole text disappears. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do then. So yeah. Anyways, auto throttle and flight director goes LNAV and flight change. VNAV will be engaged in flight. So yeah. So set the heading knob to 203, which is runway heading, and we'll set our MCP altitude to flight level 300. Alright, and auto brakes will set to RTO, and we shall set the trims too. There we go, trims has been set. Run the airport data and the VORs. Alright, and we can get ready for pushback. Let's pre-plan the pushback. And if you're wondering why I am not using a new scenery that has been posted on the Explain forums, and I'm still using mine, it's because I feel that there's some parts that it's a necessity to have in this airport, but it's not really done in the other version. So yeah, I just kept mine. I think one of them, one of them was the ability to spawn on every single stand. That version didn't have that, so that was one big key factor, the reason why I'm keeping this.
Round to cockpit.
I'm not saying that
call me through the menu when you are ready.
The new version is not beautiful. It is in certain ways, but yeah, I'm just keeping my old scenery, and I have added this part too that I have not released yet, but I probably would soon in the future. I have not really fixed a lot of things. There's still quite a bit of bugs around. So yeah, anyways, whatever. Let's stop rambling and let us get out of here very soon. As soon as we can, because it is already 14:44 and our scheduled departure timing is 14:45. So let us start our batteries and let us start our APU. Beacon light goes on, and I don't think there's anything that here that we need to do yet. So let's drive everything away for the ground handling. Is the APU starting? No? Why? Is it already started? Oh, APU, wow. Well, okay. Sure. Okay, there we go. APU bleeds and packs. Sure. APU generators go on. Pressurization goes to auto. Right and left electric demand hydraulics go to on. Auto start and engine EC mode goes to on. C1 and C2 electric hydraulic primary goes to on. Seatbelt sign goes to on. And C2 and C1 electric demand hydraulics goes to on. Whew, that was a mouthful. Nav and logo light goes on. Sure, why not? I like to have them on anyways. Windows heat go on, or window heat go And that should be it for the overhead for now. The fuel pumps need not be on, need not be on, because the 777 has a safety feature whereby if you turn on the APU, the fuel pump just feeds itself the fuel to the APU. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the case for the engines though. So yeah, NTS goes to auto too. Anyways, we can, I guess, disconnect ground power, and we'll call the pushback tug, and
Ground
we'll
to
disconnect
cockpit.
ground power.
Go is driving up.
There we go. I've also changed my clouds to FS Enhancer, but yeah, it's night time, so I don't think we can see any of the clouds. So yeah. Anyways, I am also using X Vision, if anybody's asking. If I'm correct, it's called X Vision. I can't remember completely, but yeah, it should be X Vision. I think it released a few days after my last video, so I didn't manage to talk about my settings or anything. But everything should be in the description if anybody wants to know. So yeah. Anyways.
Okay, all doors and hatches are
Speaking about new
closed,
stuff,
ready to
yes.
connect.
This livery here, well, how do I phrase this? I have a livery pack for the 777 that is on the XP forums, whereby it features, I think, 16 liveries or so, and I have not updated it for a long time, and this is the one of the liveries that should be updated already. I mean, should has been posted for the updated version yet, but I have not, since I'm not done with everything yet. So yeah, if you're wondering why I have a more up-to-date version of the livery, it's because I've already updated this one, but I just have not posted it. So and one key difference is,
and bypass
appreciate this.
Release
I
parking
think
brake.
only a few airlines has their their registration for their aircrafts at the top there. It's quite interesting when I had to update this livery, and let's probably hide everything there because it's not useful. Alright, let's release the parking brakes. We are 3 minutes late, but it's
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
anyways. Let's monitor Unicom too. There we go. Alright. Fuel pumps all goes to on. Right engine goes to start. Fuel pumps goes in. Right. And also, I have also updated the ground textures to Mr. X / short final design. I think it's short final designs. New airport environment HD. I think it's airport environment HD. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it should be airport environment HD and not enhanced running, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's the version 2 now, and everything should look a little bit better, I would say. And I'm still looking forward to Bluebell Sound. I think Bluebell Sound. Oh, no, Blue Sky Stars. Is it? Let's see. Let me search it. I think it's Blue Sky Star Simulation. Is it? Yeah, Blue Sky Star Simulations to release their sound pack for the 777 for Flat Factor. They have teased a little bit already, but I'm still hoping that they would release it soon. Even Flat Factor has an update to the 777 now for the ability to, for something like a setting whereby you can use external sound packs instead. Is it even a setting or introduction of a new item? I don't know. Left engine goes to start and fuel pumps goes in. Anyways, for now, I will have to deal with the sounds that I have customly made a few months ago. At least it's better than the default, which is absolutely horrendous. But yeah, we should hopefully get some realistic sounds soon in the coming months. Maybe at the end of this year. This is my ETA, but I am not part of the team, so I have no idea
Set parking
when
brake.
they would release it. So
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
and I have also updated this aircraft. Yeah, I know there's a lot of updates that I've done. I've also updated this aircraft to the latest version, and I had to do a lot of changing of the files again because I have changed a lot of things in the cockpit and everything basically. That took a lot of time, so I'm hope that I have not missed anything, because if I did, then yeah, that's a rip. Let's set it to QNH 1010. There we go. Yeah, it should be the same on both sides, which is fine. Okay, we can turn. Okay,
Tow is disconnected and
generator's on.
bypass pin has been removed.
And
Hand signal
let's
will
turn
be
off
on the
the
right.
APU.
We'll see you next time
And
and have a
engine
great
blinks can
flight.
go on. We'll wait until the pushback personnel gives us the hand before we continue with anything else. Because if I'm correct, that's what they do in real life. They wait for all the signals before they continue on to do any instructions. I just turned off the APU and such to save a little bit of fuel there. And as scripted, yep, there we go. There is the tag thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. Anyways, Falcon set flaps to 15, sorry, not 5. That'll be a big mistake. Right, let's do a flight control check. Full left, full right, full up, full down, rudder's left, rudder's right, and neutral. Alright. Can turn on the runway turn off and taxi lights. It's not that bright to be honest, but it will get the job done. I'm quite sure about it. So yeah. See, does the sibling help? It looks too bright. Yeah. Not a good idea. So whatever. Anyways, let us release the parking brakes and let us taxi to runway 20 center. So let's just quickly brief on the SID departure. So the Mersing 8 Bravo departure requires you to fly straight, then turn left, and then turn left again, crossing the I can't remember what this VOI is called. No, that's not Mersing. I don't think it's really called anything though. Let's see. I have to update the scenery. Scenery? Oh my god, what is calling everything scenery now? The charts for Singapore. Hold on. Sydney Moon. What is it? Mersing 8 Bravo. Oh, okay. That is the Tekong VOR currently. So yeah, we'll be turning left, heading towards Tekong VOR to Akoma and then to Mersing, and that should be it for the set. There are minimum altitudes, but that's about it for this place. It's on minimum altitudes, which I should be able to climb unless I have too much of a thrust reduction, which I don't think I would have, so everything should be fine. Alright, anyways, it should be a right turn here, and then straight up there should be another right turn on North Cross 2 or North Cross 3, one of the two. Oh, North Cross 3, yes. It should be over here. Yep, North Cross 3. And then straight down, and then towards the holding point Echo Papa for runway 20 center. Right, should be a straightforward taxi. As long as we don't exceed 10 knots while turning, it should be fine. Of course, then again, I am kind of rusty, so yeah, it doesn't help. My taxi is a little bit weird. or incorrect, shall I say. Okay. It's quite dark out there. You can have the wing light on, turned on. There we go. Much better. I don't like the beacon light though. I'm just going to turn it off for a few seconds. Yeah, it looks much better with the beacon light. Yeah. I know this is breaking the laws, but I am not going to turn on the beacon light. So yeah, does not look great at all with the beacon lights. I should probably taxi a little bit faster. This is a tad slow. I don't think the bug of oh yeah, the bug is not fixed. Never mind. There's basically a bug that you can't put any thrust around here. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, the holding point should be right there, the flashing lights there, if we can even make it there, because our texting speed is super slow, but oh well, whatever. I guess that's what you get for having such a heavy weight. Again, I'm not sure whether I have copied all the settings correctly, so I may have copied the thrust settings wrongly, but I have doubt so. Anyways. Okay, that's loud. That's not a good idea. Definitely not. Probably should reduce the volume during editing or something. Not sure. If I can remember to do so, then yeah. Not then I guess I won't. Is that pole going to be our way? Seems like it is, so we are going to just cut straight through this pole. Yep. Luckily it's not a fixed object, so we won't be flying. Anyways, we're approaching the holding point and the runway. Right, we'll turn on the terrain radar now. Set the transponder to Tara, and we should be ready to depart out of here. There, looking at Project Fly, so I'm a bit not on the right track. Idle power, then strobe lights go on. Seems like
approaching 20 center.
there is no traffic around, so it should be fine. I mean, of course there won't be any traffic around because yeah, it's obviously offline flying, so whatever. Is the runway a bit elevated? Oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Thought it was. Alright. Let's line up and get out of here. Landing lights can go on. The runway looks a little bit better now.
On runway 20 center.
Okay, let's hope we don't run out of runway space. Alright, start the clock. 60% N1. Departures are exactly 1500 though. Engines are stable. Set thrust. Right, trust the set.
knots.
Checks.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate. Gear up.
Right, out we go. And goodbye, Singapore. I will see you in my YouTube channel probably next year or something. Right, VNAV. The amount of ships out there, holy. It's a lot of ships. I mean, granted I have loaded in this place a few hours before to check on the scenery, and I was surprised with the number of ships, but still, oh my, look at that. I mean, it actually looks realistic because the last time I flew into Singapore in real life, yeah, there was a lot of ships. So yeah. Oh my, look at that out there. I think that the scenery is broken there, if I remember correctly. The scenery for the guy's airport that I was talking about earlier when I was on the ground. Yeah, he has also posted this scenery for the country, and it's a little bit bugged at the city center. So yeah. Right, left turn. Let's continue our climb, shall we, and not stay at one altitude. Still can't do flaps 5 yet. Too much streams because I was turning earlier. I think 4,000 feet should be fine for our altitude. Let's see, what's the minimum altitude? Yeah, it should be fine for now. We're only at flaps 15 speed, so yeah, it's great. Let me just set what? Sure, let's just set 1,000 feet per minute. 250 knots, and let's just set autopilot. Alright, there we go. Much better. Turn off the cockpit lights if we don't need it. Alright, that should be it for the departure. Let's just keep at our, let's reduce to 700 feet per minute for the left turn. Still question how I got the grey background here, even though it was transparent before, but I could add a grey background but not a blue background. So yeah. Things to learn from trying to tweak the aircraft. Alright. We'll just keep it at 700 feet per minute. Because there's another left turn out that DOS path. Looks quite nice out there. I think that's better. There is blue. It's quite orange though. I'm not sure whether my flux, the program that I'm using flux, is making it even more orange on my screen, but whatever. Doesn't really matter anyways. Okay, flaps 5, finally, after so long. Can't see anything. I can hear talking in the background. I think a few people just came back home, so and they are taking care of the dog. Flaps 1. Okay, it's back to 1000 feet per minute. Thousand 200 feet per minute. Flaps. Oh, sorry. Oops. I was trying to move my hand towards the joystick and then I moved the mic instead. Okay, VNAV. Keep the thrust up. Don't reduce the thrust. And out we go. Wow, the winds just changed a bit there. It's fine. Then it looks so beautiful down there, to be honest. I mean the lights, buildings, I can't really see any of them, so yeah. Anyways, I don't think we can do anything now. Let's see, there's beacon light. Yeah, it still makes it horrendous, so I will not turn it on until I'm at the ground at Heathrow. And I might reduce our cruising speed if I can. Okay, never mind. Let us reduce the cost index to 27. Okay, that's a bit too low. Yeah. How about 67? How's that? 854. 57. 849. Yeah, okay, that seems a bit fine. Let us reduce to 841 because there's a cruising speed for a 777. 844. What? 40? 840. 41? No, 841. Let's keep a V speed, shall we, for the 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come up. Runway turn off lights. Taxi lights. And seatbelt signs. Alright. We are out of Singapore. And wing lights can go off too, because we don't need them anymore. After 10,000 feet. I would love to go to external view, but I believe that it'll kill a lot of your ears, especially if you're a headphone user, so yeah. I'll just try to hold my temptations, set the altimeter to standard, and that will be it. Let's change back to VNAV. There we go. Alright, that will sum it up for the departure part of this flight. I will be back in real life for me in about 12 hours until we are at the top of descent for London Heathrow. And for you, it'll probably be a 5-minute cut or something. Maybe even less. Yeah, it's probably like 4 minutes, my best guess. As I play the same music, just like how I play the same music for the other videos too. So yeah. Anyways, I will cut right here and I'll be back at the top of the descent. still quite far from our top descent, but let's just quickly get ready for top descent for now, because I might go ahead and get my lunch while I descend the aircraft, so it's better off that I do it earlier. So yeah, so what are we supposed to do in top descent? Auto brakes, yes, that's the one. Let's set that to 1. Seatbelt signs can go on now. And the quick update for the real life Speedbird 16, it has already landed. Mainly I think it's because it chose a better route, since the route that I flew was towards Russia and through Belarus, while they took through Turkey, the way I pronounced it, oh my god, Turkey, Romania, if I'm correct, that direction. So I'm pretty sure the winds there were better, and plus I was not traveling at Mach 86, but rather 841. So yeah, that made a huge difference for a 13-hour flight. So yeah, if I'm correct, for every Mach, a little bit of Mach here, on Mach 01, it's probably gonna be at least half an hour worth of difference for such a long time flight. So whatever. Anyways, we'll be landing at 27 right. There's a high chance for 27 right, but the runway might change in an hour's time, because the status says that they'll be back at 6 AM, which is 0500 Zulu for their local time. So yeah, we have less than an hour before the next status update. Anyways, for now we'll just plan for 27 right. The minimums for 27 right seems to be 200, so that's pretty standard. And we can set our first descent altitude, which is flight level 250. Maybe lower actually. Let's see, 6,000. Yeah, sure, 6,000. And I did step climb all the way to the flight level 360. So yeah. Right, the airport's META information. Let's search it up. Alright, the report was made 14 minutes ago. Winds are variable 3 knots. Visibility is perfect. Temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, QNH 1015. Right, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. I'm not sure though. Can't remember the exact procedure. I think I have the checklist. No, I removed the plugin for the X checklist already, because I wasn't really using it. So yeah, that's great. It's not really helpful. Oh yeah, I also did crash once. I'm not sure whether I mentioned that or not, but that's why the timer is gone. So yeah, I think it was a few hours ago. But I think I was watching videos on my computer, and yeah, I just randomly crashed. So oh well, can't really do anything, can I? Anyways, I should probably just cut right here, and I will be back at like 6,000 feet or so, unless there's anything else that I might want to say. I did dump some fuel earlier too, so yeah. And yeah, I'll be back at 6,000 feet also. I'll start the descent myself. Alright, we have passed the Lamborn VOR, and we are soon approaching Heathrow. And during the descent I had another crash. Primary reason is because ortho was broken. So instead of X-plane being smart and not to not load the ortho, I had to restart the whole X-plane again, because it always crashes when you are loading a corrupted ortho folder. So basically I had to wait for 10 minutes for the whole thing to load, and then the last autosave was some 14 nautical miles back from where I am currently at now. So yeah, it was basically a wasted 15 minutes or so trying to get back to this position. And by doing that, it's a nearly sunrise, as you can see the blue color tint behind us. So yeah, anyways, let's hope I didn't mess up too much. Let's set the minimums again, because again let's simulate the crash. So yeah, let's how do I say this? We should probably slow down now. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Probably 200 knots should be fine. There we go. Since we'll be doing the left turn there, and let's descend to, I think, 3,000 feet. Yep, 3,000 feet. And this will be a steep descent, so yeah, this would be great. Let's see if we can try to not use the spoilers, but I doubt we can do that. I'm not sure though. Seems like it's coping with the altitude but not the speed. So yeah, we might have to pull out the spoilers a bit. There we go. Some bit of spoilers has been deployed, as you can see there. Lighting over here in the city looks fantastic, but of course it's hurting my CPU a bit. So basically, out of 8 threads, or 4 cores if you want to use cores, I'm using 5 threads out of 8 threads for my CPU, which means I'm only using 5/8 of the CPU for X-plane, since if I use too many, what will basically happen is that my CPU will overheat, and yeah, my computer will just crash. So that's not good. Flaps 1. Well, probably should just set flaps 1 speed. 195 knots. And we'll set the local pressure, condition 1015. Should have set that a bit earlier, but whatever, it's fine. Seems like LNF is a little bit broken. No, not really, never mind. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's do the heading bug then. It's broken. Come on, where's that thing? There we go. It's extremely broken. We'll do a left turn on 130 degrees. It's gonna be a tight turn here. A very tight one indeed. And let's okay, when it's unpacked already. Alright, let's put the spoilers back down. Maybe we do need it, but I'm not sure. Maybe we don't need the spoilers. I'm pretty sure this is not what you will get if this is real life, since what they will probably do is vector you on finals. But yeah, since we are not, we don't have any ATC, we will just vector ourselves. Fly straight for a bit, and then we'll turn back right. Turn right to capture the localizer. Let's descend a bit more to 2,500. Flaps 5. Can't see anything out there still. It's fine. I'm pretty sure this is also the exact same route that I took on the second video that I did. Not sure though. Let's do the right turn now. The runway heading is 270, so we can do 240, and then we'll intercept the localizer from there. Maybe I'll overshoot that thing, so I will turn right heading 300 degrees. And then we'll capture that localizer. Reduce our speed now to 174 knots. We are about 8.5 nautical miles out. Should be fine. We can start the descent to 2,000 feet now. Okay, I thought it crashed there. If it did, I would have been pretty angry. Alright, flaps 15. We definitely overshot it by quite a bit there. It was my bad that I wasn't looking properly on when we should be turning. Right. Click on the approach now. Localizer should be established fairly soon. Alright, we'll reduce our speed to minimum speed. Come on, localizer. Approach speed is 140 knots. There we go, localizer, capture, gears down, flaps 20. This is a very short finals, but it's fine. A 4-mile final. Flaps 25. Spoiler set to arm. And flaps 30. This is a crazy route on the map. Wow. Yeah, it definitely looks crazy on Project Fly. Alright. I'll let the throttle stabilize and then I'll disconnect the throttle. Or the throttle, I mean. There we go, auto throttle disconnect.
1,000.
Okay, we need a little bit of thrust. That is fine. Maybe a tad more. Yeah, definitely a tad more. Right. Autopilot disconnect. I have the plane.
Approaching 27 right.
And this is still the default Aerosoft London Heathrow, so it won't be nothing fancy for the scenery here.
500.
That 2-time ground speed is a bit annoying, but yeah, I guess that's what I get when my FPS is actually horrendous. So it looks like we have a crosswind, something like a tailwind, not sure why, but whatever. It's variable 3 knot. I'm not sure why it's 6 knots there. Maybe the data that's downloaded is wrong.
Minimums.
It's a little bit high, but it's fine. We'll still land.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Long landing. Long landing.
That was not
9,000
that
feet remaining.
not the best of the landing. And of course the nose wheel will just plummet to the ground as usual. Oh god. What's best here? Yeah, that's better. There we go.
80 knots.
Okay, I have not fixed that yet, never mind. We can store the reverses. And we'll vacate to the left over here. And we'll clean up. Okay, turn off the terrain radar. Auto brakes set to off. Spoilers down. And we have arrived at London Heathrow. Time now is 5:53 local. We are definitely late, but whatever. Landing lights goes to off, strobe lights goes to off, beacon light goes back on, wing lights go off, Transponder set to standby, and we'll taxi to stand 553, whereby it's the stand that the departing aircraft or speedbird 15 has departed. I can't really track which stand it has arrived at, so I'll just take 553. Alright. We'll start the APU. We'll set flaps to up. Not sure which row is the one I have to turn in. I think it's up there. Somewhere up there. The morning Heathrow looks quite nice, to be honest. Yeah, I would have liked it if this was actually real life, but now what? But yeah, it isn't. So. Oh, I think I know why that wasn't. That the thing wasn't fixed then. Because I don't have my V speeds. So yeah. I mean, if I had that, then yeah, whatever. It would not have played the 80 knots thing. And speaking of the 80 knots thing, if I'm correct, it's the Flight Factor A320's V-Speed callout plugin, the freeware plugin made by someone in the forums, and I have just basically edited it so that it works for the 777. So yeah, not sure whether I said it the last video, but I'm gonna say it again. So.
300.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Approaching minimums. 200. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
I think this will be the last 777 video for a while now. I think I'll go back to either the A320 or the 737, fly around Europe for a little bit more before I do another long haul. Because yeah, the crashing part is not really fun, especially when you're doing a long haul and if you aren't there to monitor. I think it's over here. Yeah. 556 should be somewhere in this row. Let's see. I hope so. I think so. What is this? This is Charlie. So yeah, it is correct. It is this row. 556 is the third stand to the left. So we shall count, I guess. Let's disable this thing because it's annoying. This would be a good screenshot, especially with the reflection on the tarmac. And we will turn on the cabin lights too. Wow, look at that, so bright. Yeah, a new screenshot should be taken. There we go. Alright, I did not count how many stands I have passed then. That's one stand there, two stand there, and this is 556 over here. Should be, I think. Okay, I'll turn off the runway turn off. And I think everything is down. I mean, it's off now. Alright, that a few generators and bleeds are apparently on. Alright, sure, whatever, works too. That's apparently the new logos for the Mr. X's Airport Environment HD V2. I'll just take the A330 one, I guess, since that is the only one that is closest to the 777. There we go. Alright, set the parking brakes. Turn off the taxi light. Cockpit lights goes on. And we'll shut down both engines. There we go. After such a long flight, we are finally down at Heathrow. Seatbelt signs go to off. And we will call the ground crew. Waiting for the thing to respond. There we go. We'll call in not the GPU. Call in those. There we go. And we'll connect the ground power. And from there we can turn off the main generators, APU also, APU bleeds, and not a few pumps. Window heat can go off too, and that should be it. I wish the passengers good luck trying to deboard, since I did not bring any stairs here. And hey, it's even brighter now out here. Yeah, I guess that should be it for this flight. I'll end it right here. Wasn't fun, crashing twice, and had to reload a few times there. But oh well, whatever. Should be back in the mood. I mean, in recording the videos on schedule for a month or two. Then I'll be away for my finals. So yeah, for now, hope you have enjoyed. See you next time, and I'll of course add in the landing clip somewhere in the arrival phase. So yeah, take care, goodbye.